It's time to decorate my mantle for Halloween. So let's get started. You can see that I already started with a whole bunch of paper bats, and this year I'm going away from orange and I'm doing everything in pink. But I think you'll like it, okay? The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to start adding, I'm going to start with some mirrors. And I added the word boo to my two mirrors. And I'm just gonna prop these up here so they're secure. I don't want them falling down during the month. And I'm just gonna overlap them just a little bit. I'm smashing my one bat, but that's okay. So we're gonna get started with that. And then I've been very busy painting pink pumpkins. They weren't pink to start with, but they're pink now. And I have made a couple of arrangements for on the ends of the mantle. So I'm going to put those up there so I know where to put my pumpkins. There we go. When you're making arrangements on your mantle, you want to make sure you have things that hang down over the edge of the mantle. I picked up most of these things at Michael's. And all of it is kind of that pinkish to go along with my pink pumpkins. So now I'm going to start adding my pumpkins and trying to mix them, the different colors together. And I got some of these cool pink flocked skulls. Those also came from Michael's. We're going to tuck those right in. I'm even going to put one down here underneath my arrangement so he's like peeking out through the scary black stuff. Don't want that to be too high that it's hiding the boo. There we go. And I've got some little guys to tuck right in between the bigger ones. And I have one more skull to add. So maybe I'll put him right up on top of this pumpkin here. See if he'll stay there. Nope, he doesn't want to stay there. He's coming down here. Now, some of these pumpkins I bought already pink off of Amazon, and I will have the link listed down below the video. And this is just you keep arranging them however you feel like they would look good. And heaven knows I might rearrange them some more before Halloween. And then I'm going to tuck my little baby ones all in there. There we go. You want to fill this up really full, so just keep adding those pumpkins till it's the mantle is totally full of the pumpkins. Let's see if I can get that one to sit right there. And I have just a couple more to add. There we go. Now, I want to do not add garland necessarily, but I want to add a little bit of black. And you can see I painted the stems of all of my pumpkins black for contrast. And I have just a few little black leaves. Again, I picked these up at Michael's. These are really pretty. These are black velvety or flocked philodendron leaves. And I'm just going to tuck those between my pumpkins wherever they'll stay. That one doesn't want to stay at all. And these are black artificial mushrooms that they had at Michael's, but they are out of them except online. And that just gives a little bit of a contrast with all of the pink going on. And if pink is not your thing, you know, you could do this in any color. You can go with traditional orange. But adding the black really makes the pink pop. I'm going to add just a couple of spiders. These are black glittery spiders, and they come on a pick like this. And I'm just going to cut the wires like so. And I'm just going to add these again, just kind of random. I do want them to show up, so I don't want to put them where there's too much of the black leaves. There we go. But this is a really, really easy and simple way to decorate your mantle. There we go. Our mantle is decorated, and now we're going to decorate the firebox down here. I don't have a fireplace. I just have this fake little space, but it's great for decorating for the holidays. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to fill in the space. So I just took one of the boxes that I store my holiday things in, and I'm going to put that right in the back. We'll get a glimpse of what's coming here. And then I am going to take tulle, yards and yards and yards of tulle. It's an inexpensive, great thing to have in any color if you like to decorate for the holidays. It's good in black, good in white, all kinds of colors. And I'm going to use this like oversized, it looks like a champagne bucket, and put it right here. And now I'm just going to grab some, I've got some sheer curtains, cheap sheer curtains, and I'm going to drape this so that the tulle hides it the rest of the way. And I'm just going to try and stuff this all back in here. But I do want to hide that silver bucket. So it's just stuffing, stuffing, stuffing. So this is I guess my smoke for my fire here. But it's a pretty inexpensive way to get some decor. There we go. And to hide a multitude of things. I'm not filling these on camera because they keep falling off. So I'll be adding some to it. And again, I bought a set of cauldrons and I painted them in shades of pink. And I have filled them with these disco balls. Now, I want it to look like this one is flowing down over this into the bigger one. So I have got to add a few more to it. Like I said, every time you move these, they want to fall off. So we're going to put this a little bit closer. There we go. And this one's going to go right over here. It's going to be bubbling on its own. There we go. I have my pink cauldrons all set, and they're bubbling up mirrored disco balls. Now I've got more pumpkins that I'm going to add down here around, and I have taken a skeleton and painted him pink, and he's going to sit right here. All I've done is I've taken a pillow, big old pillow, and wrapped it again in some of those curtains. So that's going to be Mr. Bones' little tuffet there that he's going to sit on. Let's put his feet down. And we're going to give him a giant disco ball to be sitting right next to him here. And we'll bend his hand down a little bit towards it. And now we're just going to fill in with pumpkins. We want to balance the other side of our fireplace. We've got the big skeleton over here, so we need something bigger over here. I didn't buy an expensive stack of pumpkins. Instead, I just took the stem off of this one, and then I cut the stem off of that one, and then I have stacked pumpkins in my 3 pink colors. And I've got a few more jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. If you're painting your pumpkins, or even if you're not, after you carve them, make sure you paint the insides with black. That just finishes them up, even if you're just using them as an orange one. So we're going to add these over here. And now our mantle is all decorated, a little creepy, but not too scary for Halloween. I hope you like this idea, and whether you decide to go with pink or with traditional orange, this is something you try this year for Halloween. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next time.